Do not blind buy fragrances under any circumstance, guys, unless you feel like having fun in life, because I'm not gonna lie, blind buying is such a thrill. It's literally a gamble. It's a gamble on if you're gonna like the fragrance, if you're gonna regret wasting all the money, if you're gonna just rather wish that you had taken your girlfriend out to a nice date, which we know is never gonna actually be the case. So today we got some fragrances in front of me that I've recently gotten blind. We're gonna talk about them and if I regret it. So guys, the first fragrance that I have in front of me, this one I got in a trade, so it wasn't necessarily a blind buy. This is Gritty Rebellion. It kind of smells like Chanel L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme. That fresh green citrus DNA. It's nice, very nice. And the reason why I'm talking about this one is because it was a blind trade. I traded away Chris Collins' African Rooibos, and that was a good fragrance. I didn't wear it a ton though. I kind of took a loss in the price of this trade, but still though, it was blind and I enjoyed it. And it was such a thrill just like reading the reviews of that fragrance and hoping that I would like it. But at the end of the day, blind buying, it's always going to be a risk. I could have hated this fragrance. I could have taken such a huge loss, but I'm happy with it and I do enjoy wearing this stuff. So at the end of the day, if you want to take the risk, I would recommend blind buying, but only if you have the money to. It's basically just like gambling. If you're doing it when you don't have the money, when you should be, keeping food on the table, keeping the rent paid, keeping your diaper full, then probably shouldn't be blind buying. But if you have the money to spare and you enjoy it as a hobby, just like some people love going to the casinos, maybe you can afford it. I personally like to blind buy if something sounds really good to me, and I've had many successful blind buys. I've also had many terrible ones. I got this one recently, Electimus Trajan, I think. It smells nice. It's not a favorite of mine though. I thought it would smell a little differently, and that's the nature of a blind buy. It's something that I thought would be better, but it's still good. Still enjoy wearing it, just not as much as I was hoping. And this was not a blind buy. This is the Drake fragrance. It's kind of, they kind of copied the Hugo Boss, one of that old style bottles. I love Summer Mink. I bought this one. You guys can check my shorts about that. This is a fantastic, musky, kind of white floral, candied, vanilla, citrus, creamy fragrance. It smells awesome. I genuinely enjoy it, but that wasn't a blind buy. I just figured I'd hold it up because that's an example of why you should try fragrances. Now, this was very hyped up. Granted, it gets a lot of views when you talk about it, but it was not a blind buy because if I had blind bought it and hated it, I would have felt like an idiot getting a fragrance by a music artist that I don't even like whatsoever. Sorry, Drake. I don't like your music. But anyways, blind buying is always a risk. I don't know how to emphasize that enough, but I know there'll still be someone in the comments like, whoa, well, actually, I blind bought 99.2% of my collection, and I've liked every single one of them. I have over 3 million fragrances in my collection, and my blind buys have never failed me. Good for you. That's not the case for most people. Most people will blind buy a few fragrances, realize that they got burned, that they got absolutely slapped around like Loki in that Thor movie, or the Avengers movie by Hulk when he's tossing them around like a rag doll. That's what most blind buys are going to treat you like, especially if you dropped a lot of money on it, because it's gonna be a risk. Now, when you blind buy something that's cheaper, like for example, I just received this for free recently. This is Latafa Fakhar Platine. This is their new release. It's very nice. It's their take on that YSL Elixir DNA. Very nice, freshy, and it was free though for me, so it wasn't a blind buy. But still, my point of that was you could buy a fragrance for cheaper and kind of feel better about the blind buy because you're not dropping $200 on a fragrance. 30, 40, sometimes even 50. That's getting up there. 50 is getting up there for one single fragrance, especially if you're doing it a lot. But if you're getting in the $100, $200, $300 range plus, it's gonna be risky. Like I just got this. This was sent to me recently. This is Ormond Jane Cashmere. This one reminds me of a very woody, dark PDM Greenlee. It's not even that similar. It just reminds me they got that sandalwood, they got that cedar, that green. It's just, I don't know. It's a more woody, less citrusy, Greenlee type DNA. Not even in the same realm. I don't even know what I'm saying, guys. Don't blind buy. Blind buying is almost never smart, but it's fun. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like doing a lot of bad things is fun because it's a little bit of a risk. It's like it's got that that enticing edge to it. That he said edge. It's got that enticing aspect to it that makes you want to go do it, even though you probably shouldn't. At the end of the day, blind buy. But only if you have the money to, because I'm not going to tell you guys how to spend your money, especially if it's something that you really want. Blind buy, but if not, then go try samples. I do my own fragrance samples. I have an order to pack here soon. It's a $166 order, crazy order, one of the biggest ones I've had in months, so I'm going to go do that. But guys, thank you all for watching. If you learned anything from this video, well, maybe become a fragrance creator and then do it and become awesome and then get expensive fragrances for free. This is like $200-300. I got it for free, so thank you guys for watching. I'll always keep it real with you. Leave a like on the video and hit that subscribe if you're new. Don't blind buy if you don't want to smell like poo. Peace.